you can ask any question to the student. Once again, if you see here, all the options are same: bold, italics, underline, superscript, subscript, adding link, adding photo, and adding formula. So mechanical staff or mathematics staff, they need not worry. You can add as an option or as a question here question also. Explain in your own words. Right, so I'll ask the question to the student at the particular time period. So you will see here my open-ended question is there at the 49 second. So what is the meaning of open-ended question? The meaning is that student need to write the answer there. The multiple choice question, the student don't have choice to write the answer there. They have to select one of the among available options. But in case of open-ended question, student can write the description. Here's what the part here. And third thing we have here the note. Now at some point of the video, you want to give the explanation by your own, but not with the voice. I want to show them with the words there. So we can add the note here. You can add any notes here. That's similar, simply notes and save it. See here, I will get here the notes also. At the 51 second, I have one note. So whatever thing you do it here, multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, note, all the things are you can view very easily. You need not to bother, you need not to keep the track of all those things here. You can simply go here, see here, if you like it, continue it. If you want to edit it, edit option is there here. Save it. If you want to delete it, you delete it. If you want to add something most, that is also available. Same thing once again. Multiple choice questions, open-ended, and then we have the other node. Either you use on the top side or here side, no problem there. So these are what the working and these are what the cases we can manage here with the questions part. So these are the three things available under the questions. And these are the three things available for us for the editing of the video. One is cut. You can cut the video, whatever you want, you keep it. Whatever you don't want to keep, simply cut it. Second one is voice over. You can override the voice of the particular video by your own voice, or you can once again delete or add anything, whatever you want to do it. And third point is the questions part. So you can add the other three kinds of things to the questions part. Once you complete all this editing that part, just click on finish. Now your complete video is ready. With the, you can see here all the parts are there. It is shown to you only, not to the student directly. Or in the student login also they are going to show that they have the questions or something is there in this particular points here. Now if I play the video, just skip typing. I'm playing the video.
Data.
See here at the place. Now I'm playing the video as a user of the video or as a student of the video. At this stage, I can give answers. Maybe correct, maybe wrong, something I'm giving here. Submit. So you show that grading part. I'll tell you grading part afterwards. So the multiple choice question. These are the answers shown here. Skipping part is there here, but I can control for the skipping also. That also I'm going to show. See, sometimes if the students are getting wrong answer, they can go and rewatch.
Hello and welcome to Machine Learning with Python in Industries. For example, in the healthcare industry,
right, and I can give answer properly.
Data scientists use machine learning to predict.
I am not assigned the video to the student. That's why I can do some more parts here. Once you assign that one, that is different story there once again. Just I'm jumping here for only for the.
How bankers use machine learning to make decisions on whether.
See here, once my studio, my video got paused here. I can select and submit. So I got for this particular case 100 out of 100 marks.
Whether to approve loan applications.
See here, explain this one. Something I'm writing timing. Continue.
Applications. And you
See here. So these are the things we can keep in the video. We can automatically video is going to pause there. And once I continue, then it's going to continue.
And you will learn how to use machine learning.
Now, if you see one more thing here.
To do bank customer segmentation, where it is not usually easy to run for huge volumes.
See here, as I told you in the first slide of this demonstration part, I mentioned you that if student change the tab, my video get paused. Let's see that particular part now. I'm playing the video. At the 1 minute,
data.
I have shifted to the other window. Now, if you see my video got paused there, you are not able to listen the voice, the video. Once I come back.
In this course, you'll see how machine learning helps websites such as YouTube.
But one limitation is there.
Amazon or Netflix develop recommendations to their customers about various products or services, such as which movies they might be in.
The other tab, it is going to pause. That's what the one limitation of the video or this AirPuzzle tool here. So I'll start the recording. Here you can listen my sound also. Start recording. You can see here the ML recommendation systems. This is my voice photo shown. Something whatever you want to talk, you can talk there.
Ways to build your model.
So the case very easy to do the editing part. I go once again with. If anyone missed that part, please see here. I use the cut part for cutting my video. Whichever part I like, I will keep.
Change the code for the sound.
Delete. Now I'm cutting the video, but it's mentioned that some events are there in that video. If you remember, I have added one multiple choice question at the 13 second, and I'm trying to delete. I'm trying to cut the video. Starting point is 29 seconds. So it's mentioning me that already you have some event or one question or something there in the video. In the video, whether you want to delete or whether you want to keep it. So if you want to cut the video compulsorily, then you have to delete the event. But suppose you want to keep the event, then you cannot cut the video. Both the options are available here. So for time being, I am cutting the video and deleting the event. See here, that event will go off. The previous time was there. Now with the new timing, I'll get my all the new events. I'll reset part timing here because I want to keep my original video as it is. So these are the editing options you can do now. Voiceover, you can add once again, whatever the voices you want to add, you can add the voices also. No problem. And then we have the other questions there. Right? These are the three things are there. Coming back to this particular point now, once again here, my videos are ready with all the editing part. Right? You can see the events here. I hope all are there with up to this particular part here. I'll take a pause of 2 minutes and I'll take a few questions here. Then I'll continue. I have found that some of the questions there in chat box. Right. So I'm taking one question here. Do we need to import our Google Classroom? That's all the talk. I'm going to continue in next part. That one only. How to do that part. Download videos. Yes, you can download the videos. Store back to folder. All the things you can do it here. Yeah, you can import the YouTube videos. No problem. Just now I shown you there. YouTube channels available here, or even you can import there the YouTube videos. Subtitles part is not available with this one here, because these are the, as I told you, this is not the expert tool for the video editing. Yeah, this puzzle is free and purchase. Both the options are available here. When you are using the free version, you will get the, as I told you, limit of the 20 videos in the beginning. If you are using someone's referral code +3, if you are using someone using your referral code, each time +3, +3, +3. Okay. So okay, so continue this particular part now, and I'll take the next questions afterwards. In the middle of the video, cutting is not possible. You have to cut at the beginning or end only. So you can do one thing, then you have to use some other tools for the advanced level of things there. Login and all this part, I'll show you that particular part there. I'll share my referral code to you. Just wait for some time. Right, guys. So I'll continue my part first, and I'll take the remaining questions after the session or in between sometime there. So my videos are ready now. How to see that one? I'll go to my content. I'll go to the same Twitter folder. I found that my 2 videos are ready here. I have not done any editing here. I can directly watch the video or something there. Someone else ready-made videos is there. This one.
2x squared plus 6x plus 4, and g of x is going to be x plus 1. Now, when you talk about domain, you want to make sure you look at the domain of the 2 parts and the final answer, and all of those have to have, you have to meet the requirements of all 3 of those parts. This is a regular polynomial, no division, no square root. Same over here. So both of these parts have all real numbers for the.
Right? Now, once these videos are ready, how to assign this video to the students? There are 2 ways are there to assign this video to the student. One is you create your own Edpuzzle class, and through that classroom, all the students should join the class, and then you can assign to them. But I found that this is very difficult one. Calling to the student to the Google Classroom first and telling them to join Edpuzzle and then mixing these 2 things becomes a little bit clumsy. So what I thought is better to use the Google Classroom directly into the Edpuzzle. I'll show you both the options how to work with that one there. One is you can add a new class, create your new class. This is the class where it is created in the Edpuzzle only. Classic class and some more options are there. You can see this option there, very easy. You can create any class here. And you can create the one class. So one option is there. I'll not go for this one. I'll go for the import class. For importing class, I can click on the Google Classroom, and you will find that all my classrooms are here. I have the Edpuzzle demo class already I have included in my Edpuzzle. I have Java class, I have the IQAC class, DBMS class, last year DBMS class, last year OS class. I can import any class here. Just click on that class and click on the import classes. Already I have there the Edpuzzle class, so I will not import any other class here for time being. So I'll go for only for the Edpuzzle demo class. Already created or already imported to the Google to the Edpuzzle class. Once I do that one, I'll find that all my classes are available here. Start my class here, Edpuzzle demo class. Last semester I was taking there the subject, so I have that particular class also. I'll go for that particular part also to you. Presently, I'm showing you the Edpuzzle demo class. Just to make sure that all your classes are imported before you share any video with anyone. Don't share directly in the Google Classroom. Share through Edpuzzle into the Google Classroom. You can always import any class, whatever you want, no problem. But they should be available in your login. If you are using Gmail or college mail ID, doesn't matter. All will work out here. But make sure that you are using the same mail ID for both the cases. Means Edpuzzle and the Google Classroom. Let's go to once again with my content here. St. Peter's folder is there. Now I want to assign this video to the students or to my class. Editing options already I shown to you. All the points are clear now. Go for the assign. So what are the classes I have here? They will be shown. If you see this one, operating system, it is not getting this particular symbol because last year I don't know this particular option. I have created the operating system as a class in the Edpuzzle. So student need to join both the things, Google Classroom as well as operating system. But last semester I found that I can import the classes directly into the Edpuzzle. So we have here the Edpuzzle demo class. You can assign now or later. You can schedule that all the parts there. Just I'm selecting the Edpuzzle demo class. You can mention the start date. Whatever date you want to mention, they'll mention it. Suppose this is I'm giving as assignment to the student that they have to watch compulsorily. Then you can provide some due date that they have to watch compulsorily before 21st May. You can put the time and whatever you want, you can do it here. I want to keep as only the suppose 10 AM. I don't want to disturb student at the night, or I want to lock it at the 7 PM. Sorry, 7 PM we can go better time. Just save it. So students should watch this video up to the 21st May, 7 PM. As I told you, we can control the video watching. So the options are available here. If I prevent skipping, if I make it off, then student can skip the video. If I'm making it on, now student cannot skip the video. That's what the meaning of the prevent skipping. I'll show you how, with the demonstration how it is working there. Second thing, I want to post it to the Google Classroom. I'll show you what is the meaning of this one there. If I'm making it on, one link will be posted in the Google Classroom. There you can see as well as student can see there. I'm clicking on the assign. Please make sure if you want to put restriction on the videos and that all, you should use these two options properly. Prevent skipping and the post on Google Classroom. Once you are done with this particular part here, simply click on assign. My video is ready. See, immediately after assignment, I found that this Mantri Hema not a started watching video. Mention that not turning. Right? Then here also I can edit the video name. You can see the questions. What are the questions you have given? Whether you have given answers of those questions or not. That also I can watch here. Now one more thing is here that we should take care. I'll go for the classes first. Once you have created the Google Classroom and you added the student there, one thing you have to do here is that you have to import those students here. By default, all the students will not come here. So I have to click on the import students. As on present situation, only one student is there in my class and that is already in this class here. So it won't come. I'll show you with the, let us see. Here also I have already all my 125 students are there. Here also not possible. I'll add one more class. Let us go for one more class. I'll add for time being. Okay, let us go for this one. Because I am importing this particular class. We are working for the students having backlog, something is there. Now you will see here, I will get all the student list here. And to whom I want to take my Edpuzzle class, I can select them or I can select all also. And I have to click on the import, that's all. Timing, I am not adding anyone, I am just removing them there. But you can add the students. This is what the way. Click on the import student. And you will get all the list of students. These are the students added to my Google Classroom. These are the students from the Google Classroom that I can add here. Right? These are what the importing of the student. Then you can mention here the due date of the particular assignment. All the things are there. Just go back to our Edpuzzle class. Now this is what the video I have sent to my class, and these are videos should be watched by the students. Who is a student now? Only one student is there. Name is the Hemant Mantri. Now let us see this particular video in the Google Classroom is added or not. So this is my Google Classroom, and you can see here at 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, 5 minutes, I have added this video. I have mentioned here the video name. As this video is imported from the Edpuzzle, it will come with the Edpuzzle here. Marks are, that's what the grading points are there. You can do editing, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Once you work with the Google Classroom, you will get all this idea there in full depth. But it's not the basic concept I am showing to you here. It's not the minimum thing I am showing. Actually, a lot of things are there. I can give the gradings, due date. You can assign to some topic. You can create the topics. You can write some instruction to the student. Please watch the video, something, whatever you want to do. All the things are possible here. And save it. Even you can see here the student works. Whether they see in video or not, it's mentioned that not turn in. Turn in is 0, assign is 1. And if you want to give some marks to this particular student, suppose I have given the 50 marks to this student. Right? Just keep the track. So I'll come back to you how to give the marks and why to give marks. All the things are there. Timing, I'm assuming that my students in the video, but whatever the things he's done, I like to give only 50 marks to him. So I have given here him the 50 marks. Just remember this particular fact here. So these are what the videos and at all you can have in your Google Classroom there. Now, I'll tell my son to watch the video for some time. It will take some time. At the end of the session, I'll show you how much is in there. So timing, I'll show you my previous class and join the videos and at all, how many students in the video. So these are what the students in my class, DA class, Design and Analysis of Algorithms. All the students who are, actually we have done this classroom for the 2 sections together, 2 faculty. So these are things available here. And I have not given any due date for any video. So these are what the videos I have uploaded for my class. You can see here that these are the videos seen by the 64 students, 57 students. Some videos seen by only 3 students. I have not given any due date, so nothing is there here. Suppose this is what the video I have. Actually, I have taken this video from the YouTube only. And I can check out how many students in the video, what time they are seeing the video, everything there. Just click on this particular part here. See here, these are the students, they have seen the video 100%. When they seen the video, 20th March. What time they seen the video? 11:55 p.m. Right? I have prevented the skipping. So they can't skip it. Means these many students seen the video 100%. Right? And but these are the students are there, they have seen the video 40%. Even it will show the slots also, what time they have seen, what time. See your previous student, number of times he's seen the video. For watching my complete video, how many times he logged in or how many times he played the video. All the things we can see here. Right? These are what the things are there. These are what the things available to us. Right? So going back to our Edpuzzle class, I have given the, if you see there, I have given marks to my.
Shall we go up with some queries, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute. Huh? I'll finish this part and then I will go for the query. Just 1 second, sir. Huh? Right, so this is what the things are there. So I'll pause for some time and I'll go for the some questions. Then I'll continue my part once again. I will take some questions here. Yeah, I have found one question here. I'll go from bottom side, no problem. So last question is there, like, can we use the Google Classroom directly upload videos? Yes, you can use the Google Classroom to upload the videos, but controlling will not be there. This all the controlling will not be there. Adding questions and all those things will not be there. You know, asking that, can we have the Google Classroom without college domain? Yes, you can have the Google Classroom without domain also. I'll show that particular part to you here. I have the other two Google Classrooms are there. One is my personal with the Gmail, and one is with the college mail ID. So you can have the both the parts, no problem. See, these are my personal. Last week we conducted the FDP, and as the faculty were there from the outside the college, they are not able to join my domain classrooms. These classrooms. I would. So we have to create there one more classroom for the all these participants. So we have created there the one more classroom. You can see in the Google. Just 1 second. See, this is the Google Classroom in the Google domain. You can create anything, no problem there. If you are already created with college mail ID, good one, very best. You can use that one only. Then I think those same questions are repeated there. What is the use of public link? Means you can share with anyone without any controlling that all the parts will be there. I hope these are only the repeated questions are there. Yeah, this is what the one more question there. Can I assign videos to any other links? Yeah, you can assign that to anyone. You can see the public links are there. And then any maximum limit in the classroom, I won't think for the college domain, I won't think some limit is there, because we have our first year classes where my son is there, up to 900 plus students are there in those classes. But with the Gmail, I'm not sure, but with the college mail ID, you can have unlimited there. So I won't think you require more than 1,000. So in our BVRT, we have the classrooms with the 1,000 students. That is not a problem for us. Any other question? Anyone want to post any question? Right, sir. Okay, so these are the things are there. Can we merge videos and include music? Yes. Music, you can include the music that you have to play. Animation is not possible with this one. As I told you, these are only the basic things are there here, not the advanced level. For that purpose, you need to have separate tools. Video editing tools are available that you have to purchase. Let's see whether my son has seen the video or not. Let's go to the class. See, can we create our own Edpuzzle or from the class? Generally suggested to go use the college mail ID. Benefit you will get is that you can keep the track of all the students at one location. Your students should have the college mail ID. Then only they can join your classes. Why is suggested is that if your college have your own domain, especially in the Google, better to use that one officially. You can project to the NBA or NAC or any committee also that you are doing and you are working. You can show even the live all the things to them. Google Meets then controlling will be a little bit difficult. That only I feel. So let us see this was the video we have shared with the class. You can see my son's in the video only 40%. Right, and questions are there. Answer 1, he didn't answer the question correctly. Still pending to grade. He wrote something there. I will assume that one. I can go for that one there. So grading wrong answer purpose 100%. 0 marks, that is mentioned here. Right? He has given wrong answer, so he got the 0 marks. So these are the basic things are available here. Then we can export grades to LMS. I'll show you what is the meaning of that one also. And download the grades. I'm downloading this one there. I'll share the after downloading. I'll share with you. Just I'll share the new file to you. You can see this one. So after downloading the grades, I'll get this particular result like this one here. Roll of the student, name, username, grades, correct answer, how much time you watched the video, all the scores are coming here. Right? So these are the grading and all the things you can see here for this one. If he could have given the correct answer, he could have got here some marks. How much video watch, that also you can download the complete sheet. Just I will suggest only one thing, that you have to explore yourself and you have to go for so many options there. So many options are available here. I'm telling once again, this may not be expert level, but okay, at working at our level is best tool to show this all the things are there. I can give the grades to him. Now he has given the something mentioned. Explain in your own words what is machine learning. You mentioned that machine learning is study of computer algorithms. Something he mentioned. I found that okay, this is 80% correct. So I can give him the 80 marks here. I think it's not taking 80%, but I can give 80% also. Some setting where to do that particular part there, how much reading and all. So you can do all those things there. You can even give the comments to him. And these comments will be available to the student. These are all the parts you can do with the videos. Same as I told you, we can keep a track of this all the things. I can export the gradings, download grades, delete assignment, all the things. Reset. Suppose I know that this student seen, but I want to make sure that they watch once again. So I can go for the reset student progress. You see what will happen if I click on the reset student progress. We'll go for our once again with the 8% demo class. See, you'll find the two different tabs are there. One is due assignment. I have given here the due date. One is no due date. This was the video I assigned to classroom without any due date. I can go for the, if you see here, it's showing the 40%. 50 marks I have given in the Google Classroom. If you remember that particular part there, those grades are imported here. Then I'm resetting student progress. Everything is going to reset. See here, 1 second gone. So these are the things we can do with the Edpuzzle here. Still, if anyone have any doubts, you can ping me or you can put in the message in the chat box. I'll go for that part. So at the go live, your students should become live there. You can share the screen with our student. Open the Edpuzzle, they should go for the demo class and they'll watch automatically. We'll try for this go live there. Just wait for some time. I'll tell my son to come live so that we can we'll see exactly what happening here. Presently he's not live, so I'll go for that one. We'll go for that particular part here. Live streaming, I hope that is not possible. As I mentioned here, this is not the tool for creating the video. It's only tool for the sharing the video. Even you can see here your class options are there. You can change the class name. You can change this one. I'll write here. Save the changes. You can delete your class. All the options are available. One more thing is there, when you are creating your own class in the Edpuzzle, your class options are going to change a little bit. It will go for this is what the code will generate here. So this code we have to share with the student. That means student need to enroll to your class using the code, using the Edpuzzle there. Presently, I am not suggesting this one here. I am suggesting only to go for the Google Classroom. Along with Google Classroom, go for the Edpuzzle. So I was telling you that I have created my students have created some demo class. This was one of the subjects we have called as operating system for the CSE IT students. And in the last year, we have given the one small demonstration in the class. I'll play only for a few seconds.
My father gave me 5,000 rupees this month, so I don't have any expenditures. So I decided to help you guys. So anyone of you need money, so I request anyone of you to take the money.
Maximum part of the for this one, see here, if I'm clicking on the email, you can see the message student will get the same message. If you want to skip the video, you can't skip the video. You have to see the video. These are my students. Recently, they are in the final year. Got the same. Everyone has demo class. I'm stopping this particular video. So if you don't want to keep your, these are my, as I told you, if you are using your college name, you'll find out how many teachers are there in that particular with this college name. So these are my teachers. As are now available on the Edpuzzle. Someone missing, you can add this one. Sometimes what happen, people will give the college name different way. So they will come with the different classes then. Sorry, different groups. Similarly, if you are creating your own college purpose, you get all the teachers at one location. Curriculum and all those, so many parts are there. I'm not going to explore this part more presently, but you can explore all this part as per your requirement, as per your space. So what the points are there? You can see here once again progression, all these parts are there. I think my son will take some more time, so you'll see that one. He's trying to get logging into the system. It's coming back to this point here. Let's see some of the points. If any point is missing, I'll try to cover 1 second here. Just to summarize this all the things here. So first of all, you have to start with the Edpuzzle. Before that, you make sure that your Google Classroom is ready. Then go to the edpuzzle.com site. My suggestion for you is that use the mail ID same way whatever you used for the Google Classroom, or use the college mail ID. Okay, then you can sign up. Please give your password. Please give your college name properly so that all the teachers will be at one location. As a teacher, you log in there. So this is your landing page. Here you mention that computers in your school. Simple meaning is that how many faculty or which faculty have those videos. Few of those videos will be shown here, sample videos. So when I click on my classes, add new class, as I mentioned here, the 2 points are there here. One is creating a new class. Second one is importing from the Google Classroom. Suggestion once again for the you is that import from the Google Classroom. Uploading video. So I have covered these 3 points. Create a video, upload a video, and new folder. Student project, I will not go for that point here. It's taking separate half an hour, 1 hour time. Adding videos. I shown you how to add the video. It will take loading plus processing. After that, you select the video and you will get here all the options there. Edit, assign. Now, if you see this particular slide, you find that edit option is not available here. It is not showing me edit because when I'm assigning the video to the students, after assigning video, you can't do the editing. So better if you want to use that particular part, duplicate first, then do editing. This is what the point you have to take care of. Next, I told you that one. Select a classroom you have to assign. Please make sure you use these 2 options properly. Prevent skipping. Post on Google Classroom. Then, as I told you, I have shown in the demo, all this video will be available in the Google Classroom. You can watch the progress of the video. Then we are seeing here the 3 options: cut, voiceover, and the adding questions in between. So I told you why to cut the video, how to do and why to do voiceover. 3 types of questions we can add here. So the cut part. The blur part or gray part will be deleted. Only blue part will be kept. Adding the questions. I hope everyone got the idea how to add the questions at the top. And this is what the voiceover. Adding 3 types of questions. Multiple choice. You can add as many as options there. Open-ended questions. This one there. You see, my son is, I think, ready. We'll see for the go live part. Then we'll come back here. Go to 8%. Go live option. See anything about go live? I'm trying. My son is logged in and he's trying to get with the go live. Are you?
Just waiting for the teacher to go live.
Okay, I'll click on start. Getting.
We will estimate game on the projector screen.
Yeah, you can see here. I'll move just my laptop for some time so that you can see my son is on the second screen here. Pause. You can see his laptop there, live. Put it. So presently I have not attached it to the projector screen so that it's not going to show him, but it is going to show him here. So I'll come to know how many students are live and how many are watching. This we have to just try with the students, making online when all the things are there. When you are going for a live, your students should be online, and then we can see how many students are watching the video. Any other questions are there? So I'll take some few more questions. You can put those questions in the chat box. Anything else if you want to know or anything else? I hope this is what I hope everyone got the idea, a little bit idea about how to use the Edpuzzle. Sorry, and regarding the Google Classroom, as I told you, one of our faculty, Dr. Varun, is going to cover that part very full depth and very nicely. Please don't miss that session. So you will come to know the power of the Google Classroom, and you can add it to the power of Google Classroom, power of the Edpuzzle. One question is there, for operating Edpuzzle, Google Classroom is compulsory or any other method? One method, as I told you, is that you can use only Edpuzzle. You can create your own class in the Edpuzzle here. You can create in my classes, create the classes. As of now, if you see the options are there, it mentioned only two options are here. One is create your own class, and you do not have your Google Classroom. Second one, they have I'll say that in simple word, they have the tie-up with the Google, so they are trying to, or they are importing the other Google Classroom. I found as of now only these two methods only, not some other method. I prefer always Google Classroom because if you see in Google Classroom, we are sharing a lot of things in the Google Classroom. If you see my dark class, you find that so many things I have shared. All these things are not from the Edpuzzle. Some of things we are sharing, sample question papers, PPTs. So I can keep all the thing at the one location. That's not the best benefit of using the Google Classroom. Just second thing, student need not to create two classes. They need not to keep track of two classes. By default, when they click on the video here, they will open in the Edpuzzle only, but they need not to have the separate classes to maintain. Same mail ID, same login, they can use in the Edpuzzle also. That's not the second benefit you will get. Anything else? Anything else? If you want to talk anything there, please put your message in the chat box. I hope all are staying in home. Stay safe, and let's fight the corona together. It's easy for us. We are Indians and we are immune to fight with such kind of diseases. I'll use the word physical distance. Please don't keep the social distance. By I mean social distance mean that people are going by heart with the distance. Don't go that way. Please keep the physical distance. I will take one more time once again to thank I would like to thank my management for providing me facility for undergoing training. So our beloved chairman sir, vice chairman sir, and all the management team. I would like to thank my principal sir, Dr. Lakshmi Prasad. I would like to thank my HOD, Dr. Dashath Ramaya, for encouraging us to take some such sessions. And we have taken our session in our college. We have conducted the 3 days FTP. Where more than 200 participants were there all the 3 days, and few of your faculty joined that particular FDP. And immediately after FDP, they contacted us and they told that, sir, we are interested to conduct the such FDP in our college. We happily agreed, and this was the thing I'm in front of you. So it's a very pride for me to represent BVRIT in front of teaching community. If anyone have any doubt, anything there, please feel free to give your comments, suggestions, or any questions through the mail. My mail ID is vijay_mantri.it@pvrit.ec.in, or you can put me WhatsApp at the 9989030408. I hope I have not bored you. Thank you for your patience and thank you for your time. And regarding the Edpuzzle referral code, I'll go back to the slide here. This is my referral code. I suggest you that once you so this is what my Edpuzzle referral code. I'll put in the chat box also. Once. It's
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Sir.
We'll give some chance to the participants so that they can ask directly, so that who are having doubts, so they can raise your hands. I can unmute
Yes,
them.
sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir.
Anyone, please.
Or anyone want to give any feedback also? Welcome. It's a lowercase u, capital S, 0, capital V, W, capital A.
Okay, if you are having any doubts, you can post in a query in the chat box.
Here in chat
So
box,
that's
or you can write it here.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable session.
Thank you. Thank you for giving time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Immediately you are accepted my request. So I was very much impressed. Attended session in your previous BVRIT FDP. So with that only, I planned for our faculty.
Right,
Our
sir.
faculty also very much interested your sessions.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Anytime,
you.
if anyone have the doubt, please ping us. No problem, sir. We'll work together, and we
Thank
will
you,
learn
sir.
together. It's learning for me also. I'm not an expert in this one, but I'll say that I'm learning with you all.
Thank you, sir.
It's a learning
HOD,
only, sir.
HOD, sir. Vijay, sir. Yes, sir. Participants, if any queries, please post in the chat box, and we have sent attendance and feedback links in the chat box. So fill those two things. It is mandatory. If anyone
I have
wants to
posted
speak,
the link in the Edpuzzle, sir. So I have posted the Edpuzzle link in the chat box. Everyone can note down that link as well as referral code. I suggest you that please make a group of faculty and then you use each other referral code. That's the best idea. Sometimes you can use my code, but afterwards you can use each other code. So you will get the more space and more videos. You need not to purchase anything here. Yes, sir. I'm open to all, sir. Now.
sir, anyone want to speak with the speaker so that I can unmute them? If anyone, please raise your hand.
At least you can give some feedback. Can anything to be added for the improvement?
Unmute Nagendra sir.
Nagendra sir. Okay.
Still not unmute, sir.
Yes, Nagendra sir, carry on.
Yes, Nagendra sir.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So, your session is excellent, sir. And we learned something about Edpuzzle, sir. If later on, if any queries will be there,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
come and I will send a mail to you, sir. Thank you
Definitely,
so
sir.
much, sir, for accepting our invitation and giving time for us, sir. You are
Thank you,
enlightened
sir.
each and everything in our faculty knowledge, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. Please.
Anyone
It's my
can
pleasure,
share
sir.
your
It's my
views.
pleasure to. I should thank management of the St. Peter's College for organizing this FDP at a very short notice. Within 2 to 3 days, they are able to arrange, and I see that still we have 69 participants. Good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to
much, sir.
Vijay Kumar and team, sir.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
our principal sir want to speak something.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
I'm
Yes, sir.
enable him.
Unmute, sir. Unmute, please.
I will unmute.
Yes, sir. Unmute him. Principal sir.
Still he is mute, sir. You have to unmute him.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Brahmay, sir.
Hello?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Sir, I thank the resource person Vijay Kumar sir for readily accepting the offer and sharing knowledge with our faculty and with other participants. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving opportunity to me, sir. It's a pleasure to work with you, sir. Nice.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, with this, we will wind up the session. Again, I am my wholeheartedly thank to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, please share the video recording with all, sir. With me also.
Yes, yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Sure, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you. Stay home, stay healthy, safe, and have a great day, sir. Have a happy Sunday. I'm happy to see on the Sunday also 69 participants are there, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Reaches the 80 members, sir. 80 participants.
Okay, nice, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, sir.
Thank
good,
you,
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you,
Take
thank
care,
you,
sir.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you all
Bye.
participants also.
So I'm signing off. Bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
Varandal, sir.
Bye, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.